My favorite commuter e-bike just got even better. Hello and welcome back to the channel. This week we're talking about the Aventon Level.2. I had the pleasure of riding the Aventon Level.1 about 2 years ago, and since then it's been my favorite commuter e-bike thanks to its versatility and performance. The Level.2 improves upon the Level.1 and even fixes some of the issues that I had with it. Just to be clear, Aventon did send me the e-bike so that I can make this video, but I'm not being paid by them and I'm not affiliated with them in any way, so the opinions in this video are my own. If you find the video helpful, I'll ask that you consider giving it a nice thumbs up, and make sure you subscribe to the channel because we've got some really exciting e-bike announcements coming up over the next couple weeks. Now let's start off by taking a look at the features of the Aventon Level.2. The Aventon Level.2 has a 500-watt hub motor capable of speeds up to 28 miles per hour. Its 48-volt battery gives it a range of about 40 to 60 miles. The Level.2 also adds a color LCD screen, which looks great even in direct sunlight, and is app-enabled so you can track your rides. The commuter-style frame has upright handlebars and a rear rack with a 34-pound payload capacity. It has an 8-speed Shimano shifter, Tektro brake calipers, and a front suspension fork, offering a smooth ride meant for bike paths and city streets. The 27.5-inch by 2.1-inch tires can handle small bumps, but you should avoid off-road riding. The entire bike weighs 54 pounds, which is heavy, but still light enough to carry up and down stairs. The biggest improvement is the addition of a torque sensor. If you're not familiar, there's two different types of sensor. There's torque and cadence sensors. Cadence sensors just measure whether the pedals are moving and apply the electric motor accordingly, but torque sensors give a little bit of extra control in that it measures the amount of force behind those pedals and gives you a little extra help depending on that. You'll feel that difference when you start to pedal. More affordable e-bikes don't have torque sensors, so they often have this jerky feeling when you start pedaling. When you feel the motor kick in, but with the torque sensor, it's more of a smooth experience and you can really control how fast you're going based on how hard you're pedaling. I think I noticed that most as I'm coming to a coast like I am now, and I need to get a little bit further to reach that signal, so I'm just gonna pedal a little bit more. Now with a cadence sensor, that would make me jerk forward really fast, but with a torque sensor, it pretty much just kept me going at a relatively normal speed. I've had the Level.2 for about a month, but right after I got it assembled and had the brakes and gears adjusted at a bike shop, a heat wave hit LA with temperatures above 100 degrees Fahrenheit every day, so it's been really difficult for me to spend time outside filming e-bikes. So I'm gonna save my full review for a later video, and this is gonna be more of my first impressions. With that said, here's my first proper multi-mile ride where I tried out the various levels of pedal assist to see how they feel on city streets. I'm on pedal assist level 3 right now with 6th gear, and so now I'm gonna lower it to nothing and see how the bike feels with no electric motor. 0. All right, so I'm still moving on the momentum from having pedal assist, but let's let it kind of die down a little. I'm not feeling that extra weight too much. I really feel like you can ride this bike without the motor if you wanted to. Let's go up to pedal assist 1 now and see how it feels to take a little bit of that load off. Feeling just a little bit of extra help, not too much. It really feels like it's just offsetting the weight. So let's go up to level 2. Level 2 is getting easier to pedal. Still feeling a little bit of resistance, but honestly, it feels great. I think this is where I would live most of the time if I were riding on bike paths. Go up to level 3 now, where I was. Now I'm starting to get that superpower feel where you feel like you're walking on one of those moving sidewalks at the airport. All right, I gotta get past this crane. Whee! So I still got 2 more levels to go, which means this bike can go even faster than the 15 miles an hour it's doing right now. Let's go up to level 4 now and really experience some speed. All right, we're flying at level 4, going 19 miles an hour. I almost feel like I'm going too fast for my pedals, so I'm going to increase the gear to gear 7. There we go. Now I'm really getting some speed, going 20 miles an hour now. We got one more, let's do it. Level 5, how fast can we go? 20.5 miles an hour. I think I can go a little faster in 8th gear. Let's see. Not really, still feeling too much resistance. I guess I might really think the fastest I can get is like 21, 22 miles an hour. Pretty good though. Oh, one more thing we need to test is how fast can it go with the accelerator alone. So let's go ahead and do that now. All right, I'm just riding the throttle at full power right now, and it's pretty locked in at about 20 miles an hour, which is, in fact, a Class 2 e-bike. If this was a Class 3 e-bike, you'd be going about 28 miles an hour or even more. And that's definitely not legal on bike paths, but would probably be fine on city streets like this. In my limited time riding the Level 2 so far, I gotta say I'm really enjoying it. Maybe that's because I'm coming from a Class 1 e-bike before this, but some of the things that have impressed me most is the performance and design. First, the torque sensor does give this bike a much smoother feeling ride than its predecessor and many other similarly priced e-bikes. It has none of that jerkiness I mentioned before, and I found myself adjusting the gears and pedal assist much less because the pedals gives more control over the power output from the motor. In addition to the front suspension, the commuter style frame also makes this a fun and comfortable ride. The upright stem on the handlebar keeps you from hunching over too much, and it comes standard with fenders and a rear rack to add storage for your belongings. I also like how the battery is integrated into the frame and can easily be removed and charged on or off the bike. I do wish it had a rear suspension, but that would probably push the price well over $2,000. And speaking of the price, the Aventon Level 2 comes in just under that at $1,949, which is about $150 more than the Level 1 was. Considering how big of a difference the torque sensor makes, plus inflation and all, that actually sounds like a pretty reasonable price for such a versatile e-bike. Plus you're getting the Aventon name, which is a quality brand whose e-bikes are sold in big box stores like Best Buy, so you actually have a physical location to return it to if there's anything wrong. So if you're looking for a good commuter e-bike that you can also take out on the weekends for some exercise, then definitely check out the Aventon Level 2. And make sure you subscribe to the channel because I'll be posting shorts as I continue to test it leading up to my full review video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time for more electric ways to get around.